G'day guys, welcome to another tutorial today. Today we are going to go through how to make a, not make, I should say, get something from Maya in this period of the tutorial, because I don't know 3D Studio Max, but I'll record it. I will learn 3D Studio Max later and figure out how to do it in that way. But in this time we'll go to Maya and import a mesh from Maya to Unity. If you understood any of that, my apologies. So we're gonna go to Maya. I've already got it up just to make it easier. So I'm just gonna quickly make something. You can take your time in doing this. I'm just gonna quickly do it. I'm just gonna make a wall. I'm not gonna texture it or anything like that. Don't worry about what I just pushed then. So just gonna quickly make a nice wall. And just hit 6 to bring up the actual mesh. So this is our lovely wall. It looks pretty. Everything else. Then what we're going to do is we're going to go File. Then we're going to go Export Selection or Export All, whichever one you choose to. We're going to go to. If you have animations on your mesh, you export them out as an FBX. And then down here you see animation, you tick animation, and then bake animation, and then you would select what frames you want. But in this case, because it's just a solid object, we'll make this an OBJ. We'll name it wall underscore tutorial, or just wall, whatever you decide to in the end. So that's done. As you can see here, it says results is, in my case, uses Goldie desktop wall underscore tutorial.obj. So then what we're going to do is go to object, then we're going to go to, there's many ways we can do this. We can either go to the desktop, which I'll probably do it that way. We'll just minimize this. Don't worry about all of that rubbish. So you just grab the OBJ file, left click and drag to Unity. And then in mesh, you just drop click in mesh. Then you see it's got a little square triangle arrow pointing to the right. It just means it's got something in it. And you click on that, and then look, there's our wall. Now, when you bring in a mesh, if you click on this little arrow here, it shows all your components that it comes with. PC Cube in this case is the actual mesh, and from Maya, as in, and PCQ1, the second one, is the actual object that Unity has made. Well, I think that might be around the wrong way, but I'll figure that out for you. But I'm pretty sure PCQ1 is the Maya one, and then this is the one that Unity is going to use, which, as you can tell, the inspector changes. So this is our wall. One thing I want to quickly go over is the terrain, on how to make a terrain. So if we go to Game Object, Create Other, and we go to Terrain, if you see here in the hierarchy it's made a terrain, you left click on that and then hit F. This is our terrain here. It showed us our terrain. This is where you generally can, if you want to use a Unity terrain, you can make that, or you can make all your stuff in Unity and just import it all as one whole piece. So all you're going to do is just left click on wall tutorial, or wall, whichever one you choose to call it, and then left click and drag into your scene. Then you hit F to find it. F is a very handy tool to use. So what we're going to do is just grab this and then chuck it in here. And one thing with the terrain plane, it is actually quite big, which is handy. It's quite handy, but yeah. So all we're gonna do is just make a little maze. If you hit Control D, it does duplicate. Sorry, can't speak properly right now. So we're just gonna quickly make a little maze. Just get familiarized with the movement, and just being able to duplicate. Usually this is an easier way to make a prefab, but I'll go over that later. And then say we want to turn this, so hit E. So you got Q, W, E, and R, which are your different tools if you remember from the last video. So go hit E, rotate that, or you can just go here and just go 90 degrees because that's what we want. Click here and go W, then line that up how well we want it, like so. And we can duplicate again, and that. See, just making a nice little maze. Might scale that one a little bit bigger, just so people can't get through. And just make the maze as big as you want, or just go nuts, whatever. Now, one thing that is interesting is that, oh, actually wait, let me just do this other side as well, so we don't fall off the edge of the world. And behind here. Cool, so that's that done. Almost. Just making this nice. Cool. So one thing we're going to do, when I import a package, which I will go through, if we were walking in this scene, we would probably go straight through the walls. So first off, I think we will go. Actually, I'll make another video. So what that's importing a mesh into Unity. Our next video will be importing packages. So that is that, and enjoy.